order because they ain't sold out. That shit pissed me off.
That's some bullshit.
It was $40 too. I was mad as fuck. Like, how the fuck? 2 days later, they send me an email.
Damn.
We sorry, sold out. What y'all gonna give me?
Yeah, exactly.
Give me something.
Something.
Man, last time, well, the only time that happened to me when I went to go get my PlayStation 5 on Kohl's. I ain't never bought shit from Kohl's. But they was selling them. And I went through the whole process, bought it. They gave me a confirmation number and everything. Then, like, the next day, they were like, sorry, but they sold out. I didn't get it. So, you know, send my money back. And they gave me like $100
Like
gift
voucher?
card?
Yeah, them motherfuckers ain't give me shit.
Yeah, they should
And this ain't the first time this happened to me, and not from the same company, but it ain't the first time.
That's happened to me before. I was buying some shoes for my daughter. Matter of fact, when last time the Concords came out, they said they had them. About a day or two later, they sent me the email. Nah, you can't get them.
But that's big for them to give you $100.
The time before this, I hit them up. I was like, so you mean to tell me y'all oversold something that y'all said y'all had, and all I get is a we sorry? And that's all I got. Yeah, we sorry, nigga. I'm giving you shit.
Hey, look. We recording?
Yeah.
Hey, check this out. Off of what you talking about, check this out. Y'all just hear me out for a second, okay? Y'all know how the shoe game is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got Jordans. Now, all of a sudden, you starting to get a lot of other stuff that's starting to get into that same. It's all, what's the word? It circulates, right? So you might get some dunks. Dunks start going crazy now. Jordan 1s, you know they going crazy. But if y'all really sit back and think about that whole thing, like, it's people out here that are, they controlling that market.
The resale
They
market.
like, yeah. So they like, hey, look, these so-and-so's coming out. They probably ain't even like that. Let's drive up the hype. Let's make this like this is the shoe to have.
Like it's exclusive or something.
Yeah, we get these couple people that are in the shoe game. Everybody knows if they trying to get them, then they hot. Let's hype them up. Then next thing you know, all the dunks is getting sold out. You can't even get none. That's like $100 and what? They like $110, $120 shoes.
100.
They selling for $200, $300, $400. Somebody's behind the scenes driving up the value of these shoes, just like they do stock. It's all a game.
But what you're saying is, it's still hit and miss.
Yeah, because sometimes you like
You
think
it'll be a
the
shoe
that you think is supposed to be popping,
That
or the item
motherfucker
that you
be
think
a
is supposed to be popping.
dud.
Yeah, it'll be a dud. So that I think, because I always see the comments on the shoe blogs or the social media pages, the shoe social media page, sneaker social media pages or whatever, and people in the comments would be like, "Man, dang, why you put this out? Now they gonna sell out."
Mm-hmm.
You know, they be mad about it because it's like, yo, so those pages play a large role in hyping them up. They'll show them so many times. What do y'all think about this? Fire, no fire, and get people riled up about them.
I mean, it probably initially gonna have to be a good looking shoe. Most of the time, it's something that's it's something that's reasonable. You know what I mean? But think about how many different places this same tactic is used. Like,
it's in everything now, man. I don't know if y'all know about the Telfar bags. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Telfar bags.
yeah, but that's because of one thing though.
Those are reselling, but like, what do you mean?
Beyonce did that. They weren't even like that before that.
Yeah, but it's still the same concept. It's like, you know, maybe she didn't mean to do it, but
She did.
She didn't.
She don't do stuff like that for
They
no
couldn't.
reason.
They couldn't compensate her for what she did.
I don't think they compensated her, but I don't know why she picked
They
them.
would-
But she
they would never be
She
able
knew once I put this bag on, it's up for them.
They would
Yeah,
never be
skyrocket.
able to compensate her for what she did for them.
I mean, I don't know why they did it. I don't know how they got it. I don't know that. But it works with a lot of stuff work like that.
Nah, it ain't just sneakers, man. It's
everything.
Clothing is
Everything.
you know, we follow some of the same people and we see like these private boutiques and we see some of their prices and we're like, geez.
Yeah.
It's like this shit is people are actually paying these prices for this.
Yeah,
Like
how
I
do
can
you-
go online right now
Get it
and
cheaper.
get these for at least $200 cheaper.
And that's my whole thing is how do you get to that? What is it that makes you say that this I'm getting ready to charge this astronomical price for this item?
A t-shirt. It'd be a t-shirt.
Yeah.
A freaking
A
t-shirt.
car payment,
$500, bro, for a t-shirt.
a car payment T-shirt.
That you gonna wear a couple times.
T-shirt. You might just wear that. You spill the right thing on it.
Yeah, it's done.
Nah,
And
even
it
if
be
you
a
don't spill
Gildan,
nothing on
though,
it,
with
you don't
something on
know
there.
what's gonna happen to it when you wash it, because you don't know. But you spend a car payment on this T-shirt.
Yeah, man. I think the consumer hypes up a lot of the stuff. I don't think
I don't think so.
I do, man. I think are brand whores.
Oh no, that's true though.
And that in and of itself drives up a lot of the prices. It's like, oh, once we see, like you said, a certain person with it on, or you hear a rap song and they talking about it, now
Yeah. Nah, that's
it's
the hot
everywhere.
thing. That is definitely the hot thing.
So
So you can have like a T-shirt that come out by a company that you ain't never heard of before.
But if a certain person have
A
it
certain
on,
person be like, "Yo, they have it on a music video, or they wear it to a basketball game." You be like, "Yo, what's that?" It could be the most dookie T-shirt. Like you wash it one time, it shrink up. I mean, I'm talking about terrible fabric, but they charging $1,000 for the T-shirt. So it means you something if you got it on, no matter what the quality is. Just be like, "Oh, I got on a so and so shirt." Supreme is literally out here selling shit that's regular ass clothes for astronomical prices.
they
see,
don't
that's-
even stop at clothes.
That's their thing too, but they shit be hit or miss. Remember I copped them Supreme Jordans
They didn't sell
thinking
it.
I was gonna make $1 off of them.
Supreme literally sold a
Didn't
brick.
really make no money off of them.
And that shit was like $800, I think.
Literally sold a brick with Supreme on it. It wasn't $800 initially.
I don't know how much the brick cost, but it was an actual brick.
Yeah, but it resold for an astronomical price.
Yeah,
They-
that shit was selling crazy.
But they sell stuff like that just off a whim, man. People go crazy for it. And
That's what you just said.
so that's why I say
people are fucking stupid
That's why
when
I
you
say
do stuff like
the
that.
consumer is just as culpable as anybody else trying to drive up the price. I think it's the consumer fault more than anybody, really.
No, it definitely is.
So
It definitely is.
yeah, man. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to the Legend Has It podcast. Once again, we are back in the building, man, on this fine evening. I go by the name of Artwork.
you already know Bo in the building.
See Bodie, what's happening?
RH, a.k.a. Raul.
What's happening, fellas?
Chilling.
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Hey, yo, I wanted to tell y'all it's a little story. I'm not trying to offend anybody by telling this story. It just made me feel a little weird.
So that means it's about to be offensive.
Yeah. Extremely.
Feel a little, not extremely, but it's just not meant to offend anybody. So if you are of this nature, I'm gonna preface it with this.
I'm scared now.
So check it. The other week I was going to Barnes & Noble, one of my favorite places, right? Boom. Pull up. Hop out the car. Now, I was raised to have manners. I know we all from the South. You know, I hold the door open. Like if somebody's close to me, or if it's a lady, I might like to, go ahead first. That's what I do. Whether they, I used to be like, if I hold the door open and they said thank you or didn't say thank you, I would get mad and be like, you're welcome, bitch. But I don't do that anymore. I still do it. I just let it rock out. Anyway, get out the car. I'm walking to the door, coming from the right. In the distance, I see a lady. She's walking to the door, We're gonna get there about the same time. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that's a tall ass lady. That's peculiar.
Oh man.
So
Where's this going?
get to the door, right at the same time. Reach for the door, hold it open. She looks at me and says, "Thank you." I say, "Oh, okay." I want to say, "Bitch, don't tell me thank you with your voice deeper than mine like that." That was rude.
That won't. That won't.
It was a little rude. But nah, man, that just shit just made me. I was like, that was a little.
You was a little thrown off.
I was thrown off because it looked just like a lady.
Unexpected.
Yeah, but they were tall. It was like over like 6'4".
Damn.
Looked just like a lady though. But I was like, damn. Oh, okay.
Amen. Oh.
You're welcome.
Don't you think that shit need a height requirement if you gonna be doing that?
Look, man.
Come on now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, don't go there.
Right. All right.
It's March Madness right now.
All right, yeah.
So it's
They're tall women.
Yeah, very tall women.
Yeah, all right.
It's a lot
seen,
of
what's
a lot
her
of
name?
time.
Cambridge?
Liz Cambridge.
Oh, she's so
Yeah.
fine, man.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
so-
seen her dog and dude on the court.
Oh, yeah, but she like, y'all seen her?
Outside?
I seen her. I was watching.
I follow her.
What's
Liz.
what's dude name? They got the cooking show. The basketball player. What's his name?
Ibaka.
Oh,
Ibaka.
yeah, Ibaka.
She was on Ibaka's show with him. I watched that.
Yeah, Liz is one of those.
That's a nice.
I don't know how tall she like 6'4", 6'5".
No,
She tall.
She taller than that.
you discount her height.
I don't know how tall she
She
is.
taller than that.
What you about to
Well,
say?
she tall as hell.
She might be 6'9",
She's a
bro.
fine,
She
tall
is
glass
tall.
of water.
Yes, she is.
She is tall.
Y'all date a woman taller than y'all?
If it was her, yeah.
Now, I mean, come on now. Wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute.
don't feel no type of way if she was tall. I don't care about that shit.
But what? Look at your height and you dating her 6'9".
Man, don't make me no different. Chopping her down.
Y'all get to the door, she gonna pick you up
Chop
by
her
the back of your
down.
collar.
Nah, they ain't never gonna be like that. It ain't got nothing to do with my height. I'm still a man in a day now. You ain't gonna do me like that.
Man, she
She gonna treat me as such. Chopping her down. Legs up.
y'all go out in public, you cool?
That's a
Yeah,
lot of
hell
legs.
yeah. What? Say something.
You ain't even 6 foot and she.
Yeah. Hold on now.
I'm just saying.
Discount me.
I'm just saying. You might be brushing 6. You know,
I am, but don't say under.
brushing it. I mean,
She
damn
ain't
7 foot.
6'9". She ain't that tall. I don't
Like
think.
6'7" or
I
something.
would
I don't know how tall
not
she-
even her though. But I'm just
Still,
saying, like
though, even
somebody.
if she was that tall, yeah, still. Cool with that.
I don't,
They would-
I don't
yeah.
discriminate.
I'm about to say you ain't down with that, and like, you would feel some type of way about it.
I mean, I don't want that tall.
Yeah,
That's
a
too
little-
tall.
That's
too
not for me.
For me, yeah, too. That's too much.
You don't want to go somewhere.
Yeah, she like, hey, my little boy.
And y'all got to stand in line, and she be patting you on your head.
Little boy with me.
That's funny.
Now you really gonna have to fight for your honor.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, hey, I see you got with your son.
Damn.
Now you-
Got your little boy with you today, don't you?
Nah, but you know what? It's hard for her
She's 6'8".
to find somebody
I told
that's
her I
gonna
knew
be
it
like
was
her
something.
height. She gonna have to find another basketball player or something. Like,
Yeah, they out there.
I mean, yeah, but
That's
it
probably
wouldn't
something
be hard
that,
for her.
that
But I'm
probably
saying
ain't
like a
even
chick
gonna
like
work.
that's tall like that. Like that's weird. Like not weird, but it's abnormal.
I'm willing. I ain't gonna say I'm willing to bet, but I'm assuming from the outside looking in that it don't never work out like that though. She's 6'8". She ain't dating no dude
Nah, her
that's
dude
7
probably
feet
like
tall.
5'9", and he
Nah, I ain't gonna say 5'9".
He
He,
probably-
might
he-
be about 6'5". He
probably-
ain't gonna. I don't think
ain't
she.
looking for
She
no
ain't got no.
6'5",
She ain't got no
you
7
still
foot.
good.
She ain't got no 7 footer though.
She ain't looking for no 5'9".
I don't think she's looking for. I mean, I don't know what she's looking for, but I would hope she ain't specifically looking for a dude that's taller than her.
No, but not in the same.
Ain't in the same vicinity.
Yeah,
It's like
not 5'9".
6'5".
Not 5'9".
I don't know.
You gotta think about it. She's 6'8", she put some heels on, she's 7 feet tall.
What you gonna do? Walking by her belt.
Man, what? And I'm gonna be holding it down.
You gonna be holding her belt like that?
Chilling.
Come on, babe. Come on.
Chilling.
Come
Let's
on.
get it.
Then you gonna be hitting your head against her belly.
You can stand up, eat that
My
box.
girl put heels on right now. She taller than me.
But she ain't that much taller than you though, Rand. She might be a couple inches. That's cool. We talking about a whole nother
Foot.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Maybe it's just how I am. I'm not gonna feel no type of way about it. It's not gonna make me feel any different. I'm not gonna feel lesser of a man.
No, you ain't.
Because she's taller than me. I think height dictates how much of a man I am.
Nah, it doesn't. It just looks a little awkward.
Maybe.
Looks a lot awkward.
A lot,
depending on the difference.
Yeah, depending on the
but how
difference.
it's gonna feel though.
You can feel awkward.
I don't know. It's probably not gonna feel any type of none of that way.
Oh, ain't not that. But you gonna
Legs to the sky.
No, I'm talking about. Look how you talk. You gonna be talking to her like that?
But here's
I
the
ain't gonna
thing.
be none of that. You gotta sit down.
If it gets to that point though, you gotta realize every time y'all step out, all eyes gonna be on y'all just because she's so tall.
Like, what you doing, that little man?
All right, now see now. That's.
I mean,
that's
I'm just.
different.
It's gonna come your way.
That's different. That's a little disrespectful.
It is.
Like disrespectful.
Yeah, that's a
But
little
don't you think
disrespectful.
that it's gonna come?
But
Nah,
it's
it's
gonna
gonna
take.
come,
It
'cause
gotta
it's-
take a extremely tall dude to
Because you don't
even
see it.
have the.
Anything you don't
That's
see
because
to say
man
that.
or woman, that's an abnormally
Yeah,
tall
that's
person.
what I'm saying. It's not normal, so you always gonna get looks.
If you see a
Just based off
6'9" dude with a 5-foot girl,
that's gonna get looks too.
which happens a lot, you're gonna be like, damn, that look crazy, but that's a normal relationship.
I've dated a 5 foot in my life, and I'm 6'2",
And that shit probably
almost
look
6'3".
crazy. It look real crazy when you standing beside her.
I mean, I didn't even think about it like that at the time, but I have.
I know everybody like this. Your little daughter.
So that means if she don't get no dude that's like 6'5" and up, it's gonna look weird anyway.
All right, man.
Let's
Moving
move
along.
on.
I got a question for y'all. Do you react the same way when it's a self-inflicted wound as compared to a wound that's inflicted by somebody else? And I'm gonna clarify what I'm saying by, if you fuck up and it's your fault, does that bother you as much as somebody else fucking up and it affects you?
Me. True story. So I done messed up one of my vehicles on my own, which you know what I'm saying. It was an accident, but I messed it up. Right.
It's your fault.
It was my fault, and I messed up my vehicle. And I was pretty mad at myself. I was mad at myself, but you know, it happened. I was like, what I'm gonna do? And I moved on with it. But when different situation, somebody brought my car to me, and they had tore my shit up, and I held on that for a long time.
Oh, that actually happened.
That actually happened.
I don't know
And-
how
and-
to handle that. You bring my
I
shit
don't know
back wrong?
Yeah, I don't know why it. I mean, it was evidently it was an accident for them too, right? But the fact is,
It's not
I
like
won't
they meant
dare
to do it, you know.
I won't dare. I don't know if it was an accident, but it just, you know, I probably handled the situation wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough they got to come to me with my car wrecked, and then me acting like I acted. You know what I'm saying?
But it's your car, man. Like,
Like,
you bring
but
my,
when I did it,
I
it
gave you my car in a certain condition,
right.
and you brought it back in a worse condition. How the fuck I'm supposed to act? And then
But-
they did. Hold on. So when you got the car, you saw the car
Saw the car.
when they brought it back wrong. Why they ain't tell you that before when that like, yo, something happened?
Oh no, I mean I knew about it.
Oh, you knew it before.
Right, even
Okay.
but on the phone call, I was still left with it. I ain't even want no you all right. It won't know none of that. It was
You called me. You all right?
I went straight to wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
but
that's wrong, though.
But when I did it, I was like, I messed up.
Why is that?
I don't know why they did. I think it's. I think I can accept that I did it. I can accept that I did it.
Okay, let me ask you this. I think it's it's like you got no other choice when it's you. You can't put the blame on nobody else if you know it's you, even though some people try. You got to take that accountability, right? But, okay, so the person that brought your car back messed up. Did they offer to help get it fixed? Or
Yeah, after the fact. But the fact is, my initial reaction,
okay,
right?
yeah.
My initial reaction was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done went all the way left. But when I did it, it won't nothing. Like, I got out, I was like,
I got a totally different version of this whole situation. So I had a person's car, and I'm driving their car. And it just so happened I got into an accident, and I'm driving an old school car, but the car I hit is probably made out of fiberglass. So just imagine I hit your car with a tank, but your car made out of fiberglass, so your trunk is now in your front seat.
Yeah, them old school cars built different.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. But the old school car it's pretty much intact.
Mm.
So, all right, I hit it. I did that. I pull off, whatever. The person that owned the car, I'm like, look, this is what we're getting ready to do. I know your insurance is going to go up. I'm going to handle that for the next 6 months. Whatever they got going on, that ain't none of our business, because I'm responsible for this, and I got whatever the difference is, how your insurance going to go up, I'm going to pay that. But whatever they got going on, that ain't our responsibility. So I did that, and it worked out. We ain't had it wasn't no hard feelings, whatever. I drove the car the next day, probably after I did that.
There wasn't no hard feelings because the car was intact.
Yeah, and it really wasn't. It was a freak accident at the end of the day. Yeah, I think about it. It just rained. The ground was wet.
I ain't give him time to give me all that.
But here's because I didn't call him as soon as it happened. I talked to him the next day because they weren't gonna know. This was late night. They ain't gonna know the late night. The next day, hey brother, look, check this out. Last night, sunset, blah blah blah. But I think I would have been madder at myself if it was my shit than I was. And it might be shallow for me to say, but I don't expect myself to make those type of mistakes.
I see what you're saying. I've done some shit and I've been like, God damn, and it's been like, what the fuck was I thinking, man? Like, how did I do that?
How did this happen?
I understand that.
It was truly a whole accident. It wasn't even nothing that. It never should have happened. It was a straight up accident. So when it happened, I was like, fuck. But if it would have been my car, I'd have been like, how in the hell? What was you thinking? How did you do this? I'd have beat myself up more if it would have been my car and I made a mistake than I did based off of me doing it in somebody else's car. I'm like, well, damn. They can take this money, I'm going to give them.
I would have still felt the same way either way.
I felt bad,
especially if it's somebody else shit.
I felt bad, but look, I'm holding myself accountable. I'm getting ready to, whatever is the difference that you need, here, take it. But I feel like if it would have been mine and my responsibility all along, I'd have been way more upset than I would that night. And I don't even know why. I just feel like I would have been. And it just so happened it was the right person. They
cool with it.
They kind of understood. It's like, yeah, I feel you ain't mean to do it.
So let me say,
shit happens.
So, Bo, if you had, so you lent, I don't know who you lent your car to, but let's say you had a daughter or a son, and it's the same thing. Like you lend, if you letting somebody drive your car, is all you kind of got to think about what happens if.
Yeah, because you let your kid. Well, I know when I was a kid, like I had to borrow my parents' car, and if I ain't bring it back in the same condition that they left it in, I was in for it. You know? Yeah.
Nah, but it's like accidents happen. You know what I'm
Accidents
saying?
do
Like children have less experience than adults, and children are more adventurous, oftentimes, than adults. You remember my parents used to tell me like, "That's not a toy. You gotta handle it as such. This ain't no toy."
But like same thing with that. When I was young and driving my pop's ride, right? I had parked on you know how you park on the side of the street or whatever. And evidently somebody came, you know, I don't know, drunk drivers weren't paying attention. But evidently they scraped the side of my car. Of course they kept going, right? So I get out to the car the next morning, the whole side of the car scraped. Right?
Damn.
Imagine having to call your
Man,
dad.
that's messed up.
You ain't even in the car. You ain't did nothing. Car ain't running or nothing.
You ain't did nothing wrong.
I ain't did nothing wrong.
That happened to me though, but it was
Happened to me
But
too.
it happens though.
It was my
does
fault.
happen.
It was my
Happened to me
fault.
too.
Like, you wait,
it
you
was
come
not
out-
my fault.
Nah, it was karma for me. So like
Not my fault at
the
all.
week before or a couple weeks before, I was chilling with my homie. We smoking, drinking. I leave his crib, back out, hit somebody's car. He looking at me like, man, let's go. The car's parked. I was like, all right, I'll pull off. Week or two later, I'm at the laundromat washing my clothes. Somebody come in the joint. Yo, who car is that? Somebody just hit that car right there.
Your shit.
It was my dad's shit. I was in like my early days in college. You know what I'm saying? I was using the car because something was wrong. My joint was down. Hit the car. I was like, damn. And I knew automatically right there it was a karma. I did that same shit to somebody else's shit.
I got an even worse story. I'm at a concert, a Jay-Z concert. I'm parked in the parking lot, everything. In the concert, I'm drinking. There's a lot of smoke going on in there. So when we come out the concert, I go to open the door won't open. Like, the fuck is wrong? I'm struggling with the door. Finally, the door opened, and I finally look. I don't know how they did it, but whoever parked beside me hit the car. I don't know if they drove into the car or what they did, but they fucked up the driver's side door. And I've been in there drinking. Can't call the police. I'm just like, I'm out there like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't call nobody. What I'm gonna say? Cause they gonna come as soon as they get there. They gonna figure out, oh, he drunk. Nah. So
You
we
ain't
leave.
committed no crime yet, though.
Yeah,
you
right.
could have called him.
I'm drunk.
You could have called him though. You ain't.
You won't with
driving.
nobody?
Yeah, they drunk too.
Oh, well.
I'm not with nobody that's in position to be driving. So we leave. Get all the way back home. We in the drive-thru at McDonald's. And the whole time I've been freaking out like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Cause this ain't my car. Just so happened, it's a piece of paper that's flapping on the damn.
Damn, they left you a. I know they did.
They is flapping on the windshield.
They must've been white.
Up under the windshield wiper. Got all that information on it.
I can't, bruh.
I'm in the drive-thru at McDonald's. I finally see it.
Man, that's the admirable
I
thing.
grab
to do.
it.
I
I call the number. They answer the phone.
ain't no
And
way.
I'm like,
I ain't
yo,
never doing that.
It's a woman. I love you. Will you marry me? Blah,
the
blah,
admirable
blah.
thing to
It's
do.
everything on that piece of paper that I need.
Look, I
So
had
this changed my whole night right there when I find this piece of paper.
that shit happened to me.
I'm so happy. Look, cause I went back to the club after I found that piece of paper and couldn't even stay there cause I was too drunk to even be trying to go back. But I found that piece of paper and I was so
I can't believe
hyped. And I talked to her and she was like, "Yeah, you just called the insurance company tomorrow, blah blah blah." They
won't
Drink
white.
and drive.
I still don't know.
I
what
can't
they were.
believe that.
Nah, that happened to me. I had my so I had a car parked outside a while ago. It was just sitting there because I wasn't, I had already upgraded. It didn't run. It was sitting there, and somebody was moving in, and they hit my shit, and they left a note and all this shit on there. And I was like, man, that shit ain't even in function.
That.
But see, that'll come back not to bite them like how that karma.
Yeah, that shit came back and got me. It's gonna come back.
That's if you believe in karma, which
It's
is
gonna come. Saying all depends on what you believe in.
Yeah,
Faith is what you make it.
yeah. If you believe in that,
That's the hardest shit since MC
maybe.
ran.
But you got to be a different type of person to leave your info.
Like,
You all right.
You can't
You all
imagine
right.
how sick I was the whole time I'm driving. Like, the fuck I'm gonna say? How I'm gonna explain this? And then I see this piece of paper just flapping in the wind while I'm in the drive-thru, and I get out and it say, "Oh," and I call and they answer the phone.
Nigga, my shit was there. Boo, boo, boo. We're sorry. Nigga, I would have gave you a number in China somewhere. That shit would have been so
leaving the
crazy.
information, huh?
Well, I was so
I might hit your shit 10 times and drove the fuck off. I'm not
was
leaving no
so
info.
excited. I was
yo,
so excited.
So we self-inflicted versus somebody else. Let's get back to so we talking about
Material.
material shit. So
Yeah,
what if it's
can-
like
can
some
I get on that?
some emotional shit?
You know, like
Some
what
personal
y'all was talking
shit.
about getting the car and all that. When I'm talking about something totally different. All right, so to me, like, say for instance, like I when you say self-inflicted wounds, like it's not necessarily you doing something by accident. It's more like maybe you making bad decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you making bad decisions leading up to the finale of your bad decisions that you made.
Mm-hmm.
Those to me hurt worse than somebody else doing something to me. So say for instance, some girl cheated on me or something. Okay, that hurt, but it don't hurt as much as me sabotaging myself, if that make any sense.
It make a lot
So
of
say
sense.
for instance, like
You could have sabotaged yourself with that chick. You
I
could have
agree.
seen.
I
right,
agree with
because I
you.
could have been messing with her knowing I shouldn't be messing with
Yeah.
this chick, and I've seen red flags
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the way up lead to this
Right.
shit.
I agree with you.
And I let that happen
Yeah.
pretty much. So say for instance, like if I don't know, like back when I was in college, I should have been going to class. I should have been doing this and doing that, but I'm sabotaging myself the whole time. Not going to class, going partying and shit. I'm not doing none of the shit I'm supposed to be doing. I fucked myself up pretty much.
Basically.
And now, I mean, well, I ain't in a bad position, but if I would have stuck to my guns, I
In
would have
that
been in a
moment of
better
time, though.
position.
Yeah, in that moment of time though.
Well, I
when
was
you-
fucking myself over.
No, but when you got to the point where it was like, oh, you got the whatever you got, the grades, or you had to exit, or
Yeah,
whatever
I got
happened.
kicked out of school.
Whatever happened in that point in time, then you might have been like, damn, all right.
Yeah, I'm fucking myself over.
It's all on me.
So it's like those self-inflicted wounds like that, not necessarily saying like I materially tore up somebody's something, but whatever. Those type of decisions last a lifetime,
They
pretty
hurt.
much.
Yeah,
They reverberate
I agree with
through
you
time.
100%.
So you
They
really
hurt
messing
worse.
yourself up,
They hurt
and you
worse.
don't even know it.
Nah, a lot of times you do know it. You know what you're supposed to be or should
But
be
you don't
doing.
know the ramifications of what you doing. Like, yeah, I ain't go to this. Didn't do this because I ain't feel like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Then 10 years later, you like, damn, if I would have did this, and that, where would my life be at?
Yeah, I can see that.
Those hurt way worse to me than somebody else can't really do. I don't feel like they can do too much. I don't feel like they can't. I don't think people want to do what you let them do.
To see what you saying,
And it's
I
how you react to it
expect-
too.
Well,
I
yeah.
expect other people to fuck up my shit. I don't expect me to fuck up my shit.
I think that's what it is. I expect other people to try to fuck me over.
Yeah, I don't expect
I don't
me
want
to
me
fuck,
to be the
yeah.
one to fuck me over.
So when I do it, and I realize I do it, that shit lingers and it hurts worse than somebody else doing it. That's me personally.
I sit back to this day and be like, damn, if your ass would have went and did what you supposed to do, where would you be at?
Yeah. You never know.
But do you call it a self-inflicted or
That is
It's
self-inflicted.
definitely
It is
accountability.
self-inflicted. Yeah,
That is 100% self-inflicted. I had
growing,
to check.
or-
I was in class, had a chance to go to class. On my way to class, I would stop and start doing some other shit and never go to class.
yeah, that is.
It ain't even gotta be the class. It could be anything.
It could be
If
anything.
you
It could be your career.
You trying to build a business and you know you every day you fucking off and you ain't getting to it. You missing out on opportunities. At some point, it's gonna catch up. That business ain't gonna succeed, right?
They be like,
That's on
"Damn,
you."
What if I would have stuck with it?
Yeah. What if I would have did this? What if I
What if
did
you would have
that?
already been on?
But in the moment
back
you-
in the day that I don't know, burger joints was gonna be the shit, and you had it before burger joints came out.
A lot of times in the moment, you know you coasting. You might not know, like you said, the ramifications of your actions, but you know you're not on your shit like you should be.
If you can sit there and say to yourself, yo, I know I'm not giving 100% at this thing.
It's on you.
And it's when
That's on you.
you are inflicting self-harm. Like you saying, those are self-inflicted wounds.
I think what you saying, like a lot of times, like when you dealing with other people who might fuck you over, right? So you might go into business with some people and it don't work out. I think, yeah, that hurts. But though you learn, so next time you be like, okay, you pick up on them signs, or you with a chick that might have hurt you and she cheated or whatever. Next time you pick up on them signs, and if you don't, then it's more like you
blame yourself.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
blaming
it's like, yo,
yourself.
I
You
signed up for
self-inflicting
some dumb
yourself
shit
again.
now.
Yeah, you doing the same shit again. So it's gonna be on you again. So yeah. Consensus is self-inflicted is more harmful
Yeah.
overall.
I 100% agree with that.
I think the only time somebody can really like self-inflict you to the core like that is in, physical harm, of course. But I'm saying like not physical. If you like them put your trust in somebody and 100% and then they betray that, like they could really throw your whole shit off. Like bad.
Yeah, if you 100% didn't see it coming.
Yeah, it's like say for instance you all into your relationship and then out of the blue one day you find out your chick done fucked 100 different dudes.
Why y'all together?
Yeah, like she just out here just getting busy in the streets. And then you like, whoa. Like that would really crush you as a person. Like you've been putting your all into this person and you gonna find out that she just out here doing whatever.
And you ain't see it?
You ain't even see no inkling.
No sign?
No signs of this happening. And she out here getting busy with everybody, neighbor and all. Mailman come through. Amazon dude come through.
Oh, she slinging like that?
She coming through the door. Hey, man. You want some pussy? You want a little piece of pussy? You want a little share of pussy?
Damn.
She was giving it up. Neighbor looking at you sideways. Every time she go do Pilates, the little Pilates dude,
Damn, man.
he's just getting it. You don't even, you don't even know what's going on.
That is
I mean,
worse when you don't see it coming. But you learn from those.
Yeah.
So it's a learning moment.
But that's a learning moment. But then you really that's a hard lesson to learn, man.
Nah, sometimes it takes that. You shouldn't be so damn naive and gullible.
Ain't even say hard, it's painful.
It is painful because that person could have not never gave you no inkling that they was on that type of time.
Yeah.
And then you just get hit with that, and then that's kinda
rarely
crazy.
the case, though, I think.
I know it's not though.
It's
not though.
Because a lot of times when you look back at shit, you be like, damn.
I seen it.
But if she giving it up
You
like
ignored
that,
it.
I didn't even.
Yeah, you
got a problem.
ignored it. You
I
didn't
even
check
latch
it.
on to it. I was too happy.
Yeah,
She might have a problem. She might be like just a free. Well, she might call it a free spirit. She might be a free spirit.
Free spirit. I love this free
Yeah,
spirits.
she might be a free spirit. You got to handle them a different type of way. You can't
Free
just think that
box.
she ain't gonna be out here just throwing that thing up to everybody and everybody. But anyway,
Yeah, man. There you have it.
I think off of this conversation, even when you're younger, no matter what age you are, man, take your decisions. Don't just let them be just whatever. Just make decisions with purpose. Especially
with
ones
purpose.
that you think that might affect you later on.
All of them affect you. I tell my daughter that, like, your decisions now will affect you later. All of them affect you in some
But when
form
you're
or
younger,
fashion.
though, you don't never think about
Nah,
that.
you
You don't
don't
never
think about
see
it.
how that's gonna affect you later on.
But you should. All of your decisions affect you. All of them. In some form or fashion. It's cause and effect. It's law.
You know, always trickle down.
It's law. Cause and effect. All right, man. So speaking of self-inflicted wounds and speaking of self-inflicted wounds and wounds inflicted by other people, when do y'all feel like it's time? Like, when is the right time, like, to cut, like, the end of a relationship?
Like a relationship with your female, or
It could be a female. It could be
like a friendship.
relationship. What is, like, if you know it's not gelling like it used to gel. Things ain't going the way that you saw them going initially, and it's progressively getting worse. When do you say, "Hey"?
It's a slip. I think it's a slippery slope
Why do you say that?
because if you decide to end a relationship when the other party is, say they're at their lowest point, I feel like karma gonna come back and get you for that. Even if that's something you should do.
No, okay. So expound a little bit. So you saying like, I'm saying like the relationship hasn't, for both of y'all, it hasn't been going well at all. Y'all are constantly
But
butting heads.
It's not
you
going.
can't say that. You
it's-
can't say for both of y'all.
Right. It's not.
You don't
going,
know how it's going for the other person.
It's not.
It
Here's.
might be all dandy for the other person.
Even if you doing this,
But what
it
I'm
might be
saying
still
is,
salvageable for them. But you like this.
what
shit
I'm
over.
saying is, it's not going well because one person that's involved in a relationship is going through something and it's affecting everybody.
okay. Well, that's a
So
little
if that
different.
one person is having like the worst time of their life, but it's affecting the other party as well. So would you feel comfortable saying, I'm getting ready to end this right now?
why they going through?
Why they going through what they going through is what I'm saying.
Depends on what they're going through.
Yeah, I mean, that too.
Now, if they on, if it's some, it depends on what they're going through. Now I can
They dealing with like
some life changing
family
shit.
member
Family,
passing.
that's acceptable. That you're an asshole if you like. Okay, well, you're not the chipper person that I know.
Right.
You,
But,
yeah.
wait, okay. So wait a minute. That could be true. But what if they let it linger on for 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, and you've been dealing with this and they don't know how to figure out how to get over it?
Yeah, people mourn differently though.
Yeah, it
I'm
ain't no
about to say,
time. It
But
ain't no
how
time.
no
long
time
do
limit
you
on
let
it.
that last before you say,
Yeah.
yo, what is going on here?
I ain't
Ain't
finished
no-
though, but it ain't. At some point, it has.
You got to cut off somewhere.
Yeah, you can't let it affect what you got going on with your significant other, and that becomes a thing. So you got a point.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like back to what Bodie was saying. How is it wrong for you? You say karma gonna get you when
I think he's saying more like initially, right away.
Yeah. So,
I mean, well, yeah, but that's
and
kinda like you
also
an
on
asshole
top of
to
that,
do it right off.
say that happens, and then they're going through that, and then hell, I don't know, something else happens, and it just keeps piling on and keeps
Oh,
piling
no, I gotta
on.
get the hell away from you then because you
Right,
got
you
some
bad
bad
luck.
juju on. Yeah,
What's going
it's
on?
Like,
Karma's
it's
getting you back.
There's some fucked up shit with you going on. Cause I've dealt with that before though, where it's like all this particular person is always something going on in their fucking life. And it's like, bro, I couldn't deal that. I was befuddled. It's like, how does this shit happen to you and only you? Every other day is some bullshit. Mm-hmm. You got something on you, and you not about to put it on. I got to get the fuck away from you.
I got the ideal, or I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't never think you should apologize for you not wanting to be with somebody else. If that's how you feel and that's what you want to do, then do it.
I agree with that.
You don't have to apologize for how you feel about how you think somebody else gonna feel. Why? That don't make no sense. Wow, are you living for somebody else? No, you live for yourself.
I agree with that. I think we spoke about this before. I agree. I totally agree with that. But I also understand the person that.
I mean, I can understand you being mad about it.
That wants that whatever they call it, that closure, that shit. I can understand that.
But there ain't never gonna be a time to be like, yo, I'm gonna stay in this relationship because I don't want them to be mad at me, or I don't want to hurt this person.
But a lot of people do that though.
Yes, I know they do, but I don't see why they do it, or that's not a good reason to me, or why I would do that.
Okay, well, so what about? It's a lot of things. It's a lot of variables that go along with like relationships, like codependency.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
financial
just from
situations.
a selfish standpoint. If I don't like you like that no more, I don't see no point in us being together no more. I don't care how you feel about it.
Well, what about the
I
other?
don't care how many kids we got.
What about what about them other anchors? What about the kid? What about the kids? Financials, codependency.
I don't care.
We got this. We got such and such in our name, both together.
I don't care.
You don't care about none of that.
I would walk away from this just without. You can have a house, had a car, have whatever. I'm gonna go figure it out somewhere else because my happiness is more important than this. I'm not gonna stay with you just because.
I agree with that.
I feel
but
what you're
easier
saying.
said than done.
I feel what you're saying, but what if you can walk away, but what if they have no way of maintaining what you're saying you walking away from?
You said they don't have a way of maintaining.
Yeah, at that point in time.
What they got to do with me?
Because it got a lot to do with you. Because
y'all were together.
You made it to where it was where they were maintaining what they had. You was a part of them getting to that point.
I mean, okay, so if that's the situation, okay, so you saying like if I was married and my wife didn't work and I was the one that was providing and I wanted to leave the relationship and she didn't have no means of making it for herself.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Now, I can see an avenue for me to provide a way for her to like get some spousal support or something like that. I ain't trying to be an asshole. What I'm saying don't really got nothing to do with being an asshole. It's just saying, yo, I don't want to do this no more.
I'm gonna figure out a way not to do this anymore.
I'm not doing this anymore, but that don't mean I hate you.
Okay, all right.
Let's figure something out where I don't have to do this anymore. We can both go our separate ways, but I'm not trying to hurt you in the process. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm not trying to be a dick to you doing it, even though I might seem like one because I don't want to be with you. And you might want to be with me, but I don't want to be with you. But I don't want you to be messed up in the process.
Mm-hmm. But even you saying that and you trying to take the high road.
I mean, it's not even a high road.
Not even a high road, but you trying to take the path of least resistance where you saying, look, I ain't feeling it. That person could take resentment to that. And now
I don't deny that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like he said, okay, so now it's an even harder process where it could have been easy. I've been through that too. It could be easy. This shit could be easy. But you don't want to let it go. And you know.
So you saying the person on the other end don't want to let it go?
They don't want to let it go for whatever reason. They got their reasons. They just don't want to see you happy without them. Now it's a whole fucking issue. And you got to deal with it like a whole nother way. So
I'm saying, so what if I made the decision that I'm not cool with this relationship anymore? I'm not saying, okay, I'm saying I'm making my decision and I'm sticking with it. I don't know how you're going to deal with that decision. So whatever I get back, I got to deal with it. I don't know if you're going to be crazy.
Yeah, it could be.
If you was on the same page as me, I don't know what's going to happen.
It could be bad
but
for a while.
But I just said, I don't want to, you know what?
While.
Now I'm done.
I've been through that. You can be bad for a
I
while.
don't do this no more. And she like, oh, yeah, all right then, cool. But I'm about to make your life hell.
Yeah.
I don't know this is going to happen, but I made my decision. I'm dealing with the repercussions.
And a lot of people, like, they'll stay in that shit because they don't want to go through the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something.
Well, but is it a good reason though?
No, it's not.
It's
Let me
not a
tell
good
you
reason.
something. Your peace of mind is priceless.
But in his situation, what he's
priceless.
saying though, is he gonna have a peace of mind knowing, you know what I'm saying, he done left, but this person now, she's either crazy or
Yeah, sometimes you might have
It might
sometimes
not
you
be
got to
no
go through the fire
You don't know what
to
you're gonna
get
do
through the
on
other side.
end, but
On the
I
other
made my
side,
decision.
on the other side, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me.
Maybe not.
Sometimes
She
you
might
got
kill you.
well.
Maybe not. Don't say
Well,
that because that's not always the thing that's gonna
your
happen.
peace of mind is worth
I think
it
your
is,
peace of
it
mind
is.
come with you making the decision what you wanted.
because you dying
And
a slow
whatever come
death if
after
you're
that-
miserable anyway.
Right,
So-
you gonna be miserable no matter what. So
So-
why would I stay with somebody I don't want to be with?
So, based off of what I'm saying is, you think it's worth potentially you getting to rock bottom to get your peace of mind because it might take you to rock bottom to get out of it.
I've been a rock bottom.
You know what though? That's like I'm saying.
I've been a rock bottom. I was homeless, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been a rock bottom because of, but what came with that, priceless.
But you had some peace come out of that, right?
Priceless.
That's what I was I was just saying.
It's priceless.
I'm gonna say, yo, I don't want to be with this person no more. And even though knowing that she might take the house, she might take the cars, she might take the kids, she gonna take half my check. I don't want to be with you no more. And I'm willing to risk all that because I don't want to be with you no more. You risking it all for that, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And let me tell you another thing. To bring it full circle, what we was talking about before, self-inflicted versus somebody else inflicting it. That
Oh,
was
this shit all go together.
yeah, go together. So I took accountability for my actions and dealing with what I had to deal with. I took accountability after it was all over. I took accountability for what I did. And
Leading up to
leading
whatever
up to,
happened with
for
y'all.
whatever I did. No, it ain't even no animal. I took whatever that other person did. They did it. Fuck it. But I took accountability for how I played into that shit. Whether I didn't check some shit that should have been checked, because that's what led up to the shit in the first place. Me. It was all me. No matter what they did, it was me. I decided to be with this person, so it's all accountability. So I had to eat all of that. Accountability.
Yeah, you right.
As long as I learn from it,
You picked up. So
exactly.
whatever came with it,
Whatever came with it, I gotta
was on
eat
you.
it. I gotta eat it. So self-inflicted wound, it ain't had nothing to do with that person. It's on me. So I can look myself in the mirror and say,
it'd be all right with that,
I'm
right?
cool.
That's deep.
I'm cool.
That's deep right there for real.
So on another note, like I know we kind of really talking about like a female part of it, right? So what if you got like a homeboy that you know that your relationship with him it ain't right? You know what I'm saying? He doing shit that you ain't with or anything like that. But you know, I need to get away from this friend.
I think it ain't even that I think a lot of times with men, it ain't even that complex, man. You know, we talked about
Like
the friendship.
if you've been hanging with this dude for 20 plus years, but now something's going on, like you said, something going on in his life or something. But you know, if I get into this with this friend or whatever, this could really affect my life, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
So if they into some shit that you ain't into,
yeah,
basically.
Now they weren't into it like when y'all was coming up.
They might just get in. They might have fell into some shit and they in too deep, and you don't want to be a part.
You don't want to be a part of their life no more.
Exit out the picture.
I feel like that's easier to walk out of. Walk
It's
away from.
way easier to walk away from a friendship than it is walk away from, I think, a relationship.
I think that's what. Yeah, I agree with you. Cause, yeah.
Yeah, it's easier because like we talked about with the friendship on a couple pods ago, or it might have been recently. You just a lot of times you just fall back and you drift apart anyway. So it ain't even.
Yo, let me.
But what if that person really needs you though, but you stepping away?
Well, you need me for the wrong reasons.
No, it ain't. Like I say, it ain't no financial, ain't no none of this now. But
we can still talk if it ain't no like I ain't into that. What you like? If you in, I ain't into that. Whatever it is, if I ain't into it, I ain't into it. And
you don't want to hear what I'm saying, and I'm trying to tell you something that probably will help you out. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else for you.
But that sound easy, but it can be a whole lot deeper than that, depending on your situation. Say, for instance, you on a block or you in the area and y'all in a tight-knit group that beefing with another group. I ain't gonna say gang. But y'all done grew up in this group. So now you want to distance yourself from this group. They don't like that. But if the other people see you from over there, they don't know you trying to distance yourself from this group. You still part of that group. So I mean, you can try to
yeah, that's a little complex.
Yeah, you can try to break yourself away from what they doing, but it's hard to do that, especially when you live in an area that's where people see each other every day, or you right around the corner from somebody you got static with. Like, it's hard to do that.
You got to distance yourself physically, but that's hard to do sometimes, depending on your situation.
Right. So, I mean, I watch movies all the time, and I be like, why they don't just move?
Yeah,
I be saying to myself, like, yo, why don't you just move? Like, go
move
away from where you at. Like, go away. But I mean, it ain't always that easy.
It goes back to like the relationship, the marriage, and all that. It's like sometimes it's like it ain't feasible at the moment.
Especially when you got children.
Yeah, it ain't feasible, and it's financial too. Sometimes it's like it's not really.
You think about
feasible right now, so you kind of be like, and then a lot of times you start to reimagine shit in your head and say, well, this could work out. Maybe let's see if we can do this and this and this. And
but you think it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Y'all have good times, y'all have bad times, but y'all trying to cohabitate.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's gonna be good, but then it's like, then when it's good times, you forget about, I hate this, I hate that, and I can't stand when she do this, and
sometimes it's just bad. Sometimes you just know, man. You know, but you can't make that move at the moment.
As far as that friendship level is concerned, I feel as if you just gotta choose to move a totally different way, everything opposite from what you've been doing.
But then they gonna start.
Don't even acknowledge the fact they gonna be mad at you too. They gonna be just as mad as the other
They gonna
side.
be mad at you, so that's gonna cause them. They ain't gonna be friends no more. They gonna be like, oh, so you moving different.
Yeah,
now
but I mean,
you a op now.
I don't know. I think if they look at it the right way, which 9 times out of 10
giving them a whole lot of credit.
9 times out of 10 they not gonna look at it the right way.
A whole lot of credit.
But somebody would have sense enough to be like, he ain't down with this and he ain't doing this no more, and let him be. But it could cause more problems based off of how they respond to it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I just think that's a slippery slope too. It is.
Especially with a friend that's a good friend.
Yeah.
It's like, because they feel like you betraying them now.
Exactly. Like, oh, so you ain't with whatever we been on.
For all these years.
on for this long.
Yeah, we been
Now
riding. You remember when I did that for you?
Yeah. Now you done switch up. Like, so what's up with you? It's kind of hard to deal with.
See, that's something where I say if it's that type of friend, you should be able to have that conversation with that type of friend.
Nah,
Man,
don't
And
always work like
they
give
that.
not
people a
necessarily
whole lot of
going.
credit.
They not necessarily going to accept it, but you should be able to have that type of
Don't
conversation.
always work like that.
I don't
And it
think
can
they
happen
really
with
work
family
ever.
too. You can
Family too.
happen
They
with
do
family
work
too.
family a whole lot.
You can cut your family off and be like, and then they look at you funny because you just ain't on the shit that they own. And it's for the betterment of who you are or who you trying to be. You just not on that
But you
no
know
more.
what it is though, especially with like not friends, maybe with friends too, but with family for sure. They known you since you was this big,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
and
ask-
now you this big, and you saying you gonna do what?
let me ask you a
Yeah.
question.
I
though.
already know how you is. You ain't gonna do that.
Do y'all buy into the difference in family and blood?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Talking about all kinfolks, skin folk and your kinfolk
Yeah,
type thing.
yeah.
Where it's like sometimes, yeah, that's my family, but
Sometimes your
that's
friends,
my blood. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
your
that.
friends know you better than your family
Your
do.
family
sometimes.
might be closer than your actual blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your friends know you better than your family.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Sometimes your family. All right, so look, check this out.
It's I think.
Oh, that's
go
real.
ahead. I'm sorry.
You know how you might put on the front for your family sometimes. You go in
Depending on
front of
who it
your people, you be looking like a one way, where you know over here you are a totally different person.
Yeah, because you probably don't want them to see this side
Right?
of
You
you. or-
don't. They ain't never seen you like that, so
Right.
you don't even want them to know you like that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The people that you putting on over here, that's really your family. Your blood just know this persona you putting on for them.
Yeah, it's like I
Your
think.
family is the one that know the real you. Your
I don't
your
know if
blood,
they know the real
your
you though.
blood
Your
see the
family know
persona.
who you. Let them know. They know who you was. Now I don't know if they know who
your blood.
you is.
That's your blood that see your persona.
I think your family might have more. Your family might have more. They might be more in. Damn, what I'm trying to say. Your family is gonna stick with you to the end.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
think.
saying. You ain't saying what I'm saying.
He's saying your family
is
could
not
be your
blood.
friend.
Family
they
is
not
not
necessarily blood,
Oh,
but they
yeah,
your
okay.
they your tribe.
Blood
Right,
relative is your blood, but
Right,
your
right.
family is somebody you might not share no blood with.
I mean, yeah,
It's
that's
like
true.
your tribe. It's like
Yeah.
I think as men, well, as people, the older we get, we find the people who are on the same wavelength as us, and they become our tribe. So it's initially our family. That's my tribe. You find like that's who I click with. That's who I move with.
They understand me.
Yeah,
I
they-
understand them.
yeah, and like you
got
said, your blood
somewhat
relatives-
the same. Yeah,
Might not understand
you
that.
got a
but
persona for your
Yeah,
blood.
'cause they used to you being in down Bible study.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't even know you out
they
here.
looking at you a certain way.
They don't see you on Thirsty Thursdays. $2 Tuesdays.
They don't know who
They
you
don't,
is
they don't
for
see you
real.
on them days.
It's like when we started the podcast. You got family members that watching. They like I ain't know this nigga even talk. Yeah, I got opinions and I got. I
You
can.
don't know me like you don't know me like that.
Yeah, you
'Cause
don't
I
know
know for a fact. I know I done told y'all this. I don't know if I said this on the pod. Like I had people in my family that I tell them do not watch the podcast because I told them I said I don't want you to know me like that. You don't need to know what I be talking about in my real personal life. You know me for who I am, not for all this other shit that I be on. Like you don't need to know all that.
And that doesn't mean that you not that person still.
No,
It's
because
just
it's like it's a
different-
different side of me.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to know that. I don't need my mama hearing me about how I be fucking bitches.
And
Like you don't need to hear that.
I had what I would consider almost the opposite. It was people that was proud of me for doing this because they thought I ain't never talked. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was like, "That's crazy. You happy I'm doing this because you think I ain't got nothing to say? No, I might not have nothing to say to you. I had something to say to all the time. It just might not be to you.
Yeah, that's me right there all day. But getting back to the original question, we all know it's a time to like cut somebody off.
A lot of time when you keep coming back to that same problem, like that same situation, or you just unhappy all, you might be happy this day, but next day is right. Oh man, we right back to the same thing again.
All right, same thing. Whole nother question. How many chances you give me?
Depending on how much you care about the person.
Yeah.
If you care about the person, you're gonna give them more chances.
Give them 3 strikes, or you let them throw balls, or
three
what? How
strikes.
many?
I think you just.
How many chances you
I
get?
think you can kind of. I think that's when you just kind of feel it. Like, man, this shit ain't gonna work out.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work.
You gotta give a person a chance, but you gotta talk about it. You can't just you can't just assume that this person is picking up on what you're putting down if you ain't saying anything. You gotta talk about it.
Sometimes you do gotta be direct in what you want and how it's affecting you.
Yeah,
You feel like you own it?
Yeah, if you in a
I do
relationship,
owe them that.
you
I do,
gotta
because sometimes I think
communicate
they
that.
don't know that they are
you gotta give
fucking
them
you
So
up.
what if you already made your mind up? You still feel like you owe them a conversation?
So you just at the off a whim. If she do something you don't like off top, bro, and you saying you like fuck that, I can't deal with it. So you're not gonna say nothing
And
to
they
her.
don't
You just
even,
gotta
they
say
don't
something.
even know that they
That's
what I'm saying.
I'm saying like, okay, I'm saying it's cool that you should have a conversation, but do you feel like you owe them a conversation?
I think you do.
yeah, if you in
If
deep,
you care
do,
for them,
definitely.
yeah.
So you
You
gonna
can't
get
just
them
up
like
and
with a
bounce.
chance to change their behavior?
Yeah.
Because if you up
That's
and
where the
bounce,
chances come in at.
Yeah, because you up and bounce, you ain't gave that person the opportunity to change
That's why I'm saying
or know if they at fault. They might not even realize they at fault.
Oh, I guess you're right.
That's where the chances come in.
Yeah,
if you talk about it and then shit keeps happening over and over again, then they don't give a fuck about what you said anyway. So
So that
now
mean you disrespecting me at this point.
You said
Yeah.
what
You need to put it out
he
there.
said.
Because once you put it out there, then it's different.
But if you just pick up and leave and they don't even know why,
Yeah,
then
they
it's
ain't-
like
they
you
ain't
ain't even give
even
them a chance to
That
correct
would
the
be
shit.
cold with it.
They didn't even know they
They
was
just
fucking
come
up.
home and you be cold.
Like,
Man, what the yo?
Like, I don't like what you said.
I don't like how you fold these towels. I'm out, bitch.
I'm out.
Like you ain't speak to everybody in my house when you walked in there.
Yeah.
My grandma said she ain't feeling it
That is egregious though. You gotta speak when you walk in
to
somebody's crib.
everybody.
When you walk in,
If you ain't in the front room,
Oh yeah, you gotta be in the front room. Yeah, you right.
nah, I ain't going around. I'm walking upstairs looking for your damn auntie.
But when you see him, you speak.
I mean, that's normal. But I'm saying they talking about when you come in the house, speak to everybody.
His whole okay. So do you say hey everybody, or do you walk and
Be
sing to
like,
everybody out?
okay, so it's like my first time coming there.
Yeah. Do you say hey?
I'm
How
gonna
y'all
say,
doing?
I'm gonna say hello to everybody individually.
You
I'm gonna
are.
introduce myself.
I say, yo, what's up?
Hey man, how you doing?
What's up?
Depending on
Cool,
who it
cool.
is and the mama.
So
I'm gonna
this-
be like, hey Miss So and So, da da da, the daddy. Hey, Mr. So and So, and then there's the cousins, whatever, whoever is there. Hey, man, how you doing? All right, cookout. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I ain't gonna go upstairs and be looking for your aunt,
Nah, you can't do that.
your
Anyway.
damn nieces and shit, man. I ain't doing all that.
Nah, you speak to
Who I see.
the owner of the house.
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's the main
Introduce
thing.
yourself.
Who owns this motherfucker? Let me speak to them, like, and everybody in the vicinity.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
you just don't walk in and go sit down and get on your phone.
Nah, that's rude as
Nah,
fuck.
hell no. That's weird.
Have you ever had somebody come to your house
No,
like
Get
that?
the fuck out of my house.
No, I done
No,
had.
like I'm saying, like so you had a bunch of people go, but there's one person out of that group you don't know, but they come in, they don't say shit, they on the couch, they on their phone, and they ain't even they ain't into the conversation, they ain't into nothing, they ain't speaking to you or nothing.
I try not to be around folk like that.
You gotta watch them type.
I have been around. I had a chick come to my mom's house. It's the first time she came over to my mom's house. I thought she was a little bit too comfortable. Did that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
She was just like, I'm sitting in the living room, you with me. The fuck you walking in the back for, bitch? What you doing? Like, you might want to calm down in here. Like, you can't just be free roaming around the house. My mama ain't gonna play that. You don't even know what room you going in. Like, you need to chill. Yeah, I had that happen before, and I was like, yo, you all right?
You don't even know if that.
comfortable around here, ain't you?
I don't know if y'all parents had it, but my mom had the room that you ain't even supposed to be in that room. It's one of them off limit rooms.
But
My
that's
mom
the
had
thing,
it.
though. She ain't know them.
That's what I'm
rooms.
saying.
Like, what the fuck
Like, you don't
walking
know.
around?
What are you doing?
You walking around the house like
it's
you
probably-
be here before. Like, don't do that shit.
But she could have been raised different though. You
I
know
don't
what I'm saying?
give
I had one specific area that I could be in.
Like, yo, don't be walking around the house like you got free reign around
This is
here.
it for us right here. You come in here, you sit your ass in this room, and this is where we at.
Bitch, you go where I go. If I'm in that room, you can be in there.
If you made it this far, thank you for tuning in. I go by the name of Artwork.
You already know Bo in the building.
See Bodie.
It's RH, aka Raul.
Mop your carpet, read a book, wash your ass.
Cold.
Cold.